Hey, what is going on, guys? Rulanel here, coming back at you with a bit more of the Python challenge. Alright, now in the last video we left off, we finally finished the first challenge, and now we're on to the second one. So, we're greeted with this picture of a book. And, that really doesn't give us all that much help, but the text here says, recognize the characters. Maybe they're in the book, but maybe they're in the page source. Well, that seems, at least to me, to be a very blatant and evident hint. So let's view the page source, and I'll drag this over so you guys can see it. It looks like I see a comments over here that says, find the rare characters in the mess below. And then we get this humongous pile of text, and I'm just going to grab the scroll wheel here and let you see how freaking massive this is. You can see I'm on line 34 right here down at the bottom, and it goes down to line like 1258. So there is a lot of stuff to look through. Obviously, we can't do this just by browsing through it. We have to write some code that can do this for us. So let's close out of that. If I head over to my text editor, I'm still in my challenge.python. I cleared everything out, and I'm wanting to be able to download that page here. So I'm going to grab the URL, and I'm sure you guys can guess that I'm going to use URL lib to get that stuff. So from URL lib, I'm going to import everything from there, and I'm going to say the page can equal URL open, and here's the link. And contents can equal page.read, so we get everything from there, and we can close that page. Alright, so now if I print out the contents, if I run this, downloads everything, and boom, we have this massive amount of text as everything that we just got from the source of the page. So, very, very easy, very, very quickly, I'm just going to split up where these HTML comment markers are so we can quickly grab this massive text. You guys should know the split function with strings. I'm just going to say split. I'm going to use the ending HTML comment denotation. I'm going to choose the second one, and I'm going to split that one more time with the start of an HTML denotation, and I'm going to use the first of that. Now let's see what I have here. Alright, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Let's see. Okay, if I use the second list, that works just fine. There is our massive stuff. So I'm going to set that to be our mess variable, and we're going to want to look through that. So, we want to keep track of all of the rare items, like it said in our directions. So how can we figure out what items are going to be occurring most of the time, which don't we see, and that sort of thing? Well, what I'm thinking of doing is creating a dictionary of all of the letters of the items that we see in that garbled text, and just showing how many times that we see it. So, we can set that up with an items dictionary, and then I'm going to say for item in the mess, for each item that we find, I'm going to say that if that item is already in the items dictionary, then let's go ahead and add to what we have so far. Items, item can equal items, item plus 1. Because we want to keep track of the number of how many times we've seen that. If it's not, then you guys can probably figure it out. We're going to go ahead and set that equal to 1, because we found it once, and we want to keep track of that item in the items dictionary. So now we can go ahead and print out all of those items that we just saw. Now if I run this, okay, unhashable type dictionary. Let's see. We've got a problem here. Oh, and that is just my typo actually. Items, item should equal 1. Now if I run this, let's see, it's building, okay. And new line appears 1,220 times, exclamation part appears 6,079 times, blah blah blah. All this stuff. And, okay, we have letters that only appear once. A, let's see, where did I find those? A, E, I, L, Q, U, T, Y. A, L, E, Y, Q, T, Y. Okay. So that's plenty to work with. Let's try and, actually, Let's only get those. We only want the ones that are occurring once, that we're seeing appear one time, rather than all this exclamation points and hashtags and percent signs and all that. We don't need to see those. So for item in items, if items item is equal to 1, we can go ahead and print out that item. So if I run that, what do we have here? AEAILQUTY. Okay, let's copy that. That might be our URL. We'll paste it right over here in our URL, and no, that didn't work for us. All right. Well, we shouldn't give up hope yet. Let's think about this for a while. Let me comment that out so we can see everything else that we've had. If I run this, oh, let's actually print out the items. There's everything that we have, but what are we missing? So this is returning us the dictionary of everything that we found. Okay. AEILQ. Well, wait a minute. Do you guys think that these are in alphabetical order right now and they shouldn't be? Like Python, because it's part of the dictionary, it's already sorting them, and maybe they don't come in that order? Yeah. Like they're already in alphabetical order, but maybe we don't want them to be because they didn't come in that way. But Python is, because we set it up this way, it's gonna display that regardless. So, okay, we gotta set this up so that Python doesn't sort through it all by itself. Let's say we can get rid of that stuff. We want to look through the keys. So we can say the things that we found in the keys for our dictionary. So for key in items dot iterate through the keys. If items dot key is greater than 1, we can say that we found that. Yeah, we found that key. And so for item, so these are all the things that we don't want to see because they're occurring all the freaking time, like the new line characters and all that. We can print out the items that we've seen. What if we were able to get rid of all of these percent signs and ampersands because they're occurring like 6,000 times? What if we could just have them disappear? For each one of those, we're going to add that to the found list, and for each item in found, the things that we don't want to see, we can just very quickly remove them by saying that mess is going to equal mess.replace that item with nothing. So it essentially removes it very quickly, very easily, and then mess should have everything stripped away except for the letters that we wanted to see. We can print out that mess, and now we have equality. Okay, cool. That's all the letters that we saw earlier, and that might work for us. Let's go to our web browser. Let's change the URL over to equality. Hit enter, and boom. All right, cool. Very, very easy, very simple. Well, sort of. Kind of thrown together, but the code works for us. It does what we want it to. We found all the rare characters. We found them in order, so we were able to find which letters come after one another, and now we've moved on. We're at the third challenge. Cool. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you were able to follow through what I was doing, and I hope this was at least kind of similar to the way that you reacted when you solved this if you have before. If not, I hope you can understand what I'm doing. Cool. Thank you very much, guys, and I will talk to you later.